Okay, thank you guys for coming. I'm so excited that you're all here. And if you are receiving this from somebody, I am glad that they have thought of you for this purpose. And I just want to introduce myself and Michaela and Chloe. I'm going to go through some business things real quick, and then we're going to hear from Michaela and Chloe about their experience with Arbonne. So my name is Amy Troutman. I'm an area manager with Arbonne and an independent consultant, and I have been in Arbonne since August of 2021. So I'm not going to get into my personal story, but I do want to share that when I joined the business, the freedom that it brought me and that comes with being aligned with this company, it makes me so passionate about sharing that gift and helping to impact other people out there, just like it has impacted me with some more financial freedom and time freedom. So I love the business opportunity because really you can choose if you want to just earn $500 a month or replace a full-time income. And that really captivated me when I started my business, knowing that I can work where and when I want and how much I want, depending on what my goals are, and that I can have flexibility while also making an impact on other people's lives. So that to me, in a nutshell, was why this business is so intriguing. And we're going to kind of dig into that a little bit. So Arbonne, what is Arbonne? If you're not familiar, Arbonne basically is a company that allows people to flourish through sustainable, healthy living. We're 42 years old, a lot of longevity behind us, and we've been through the ups and downs of the economy and network marketing. We're kind of the original clean company. Our founder came over from Europe and started a clean skincare company in the US. And with that, he started the process of having a gluten-free, vegan, cruelty-free company with those kinds of products that is backed by a incredible ingredient policy that bans over 2,000 harmful ingredients. So we have wonderful products that are allergen friendly and cleaner than pretty much any other product you're going to find in the US, because the US bans about 100 ingredients, and Europe bans a little over 1,100, and we ban 2,000. So really that makes us kind of stand apart from other companies in that same space. We have over 550 products, and we've got it all from kids lines, men's lines. We have makeup, skincare, a nutritional line that focuses on healthy, balanced living. So pretty much everything for your health and self-care needs. If you've got skin, if you've got hair, then Arbonne has something for you. Our flagship product is our 30 Days to Healthy Living. Oops. Sorry, I'm going to switch the slide here. The 30 Days to Healthy Living. And that is a nutrition program which provides people with basic plans for their life to help them feel more confident from the inside out. So we know the wellness industry is booming. Everyone cares about wellness right now, what they're putting in and on their body. So the 30 Days to Healthy Living really helps us focus on resetting our body to how it was made, resetting our gut, which then affects all of the other things, our mind, our skin, our energy level, our output, how we think, how we feel. And that's really kind of at the nutshell of what we do. And everything else will complement that. So we know when we feel good, we show up in all areas of our life. So who doesn't want to feel better? We are also a certified B Corp. What that is, Athleta, Patagonia, or some other certified B Corps. Basically, we have to be transparent and therefore trustworthy that we're doing well for the planet and that we're making a difference in the world. And the quality and taking care of people and the planet over profit is really what being a B Corp is. It's not an easy process to go through, and we're one of very few skincare companies and healthcare companies that has achieved that. So our business, we focus on impact over income. And what does that mean? That really means that we care about solving people's problems, about helping them feel better about themselves, about filling voids in their lives. And we're more focused on that than on making a profit or the next sale. And so when you make an impact on those people around you, then your income naturally flows. So the more income you're making, that means the more people you're helping. And that's how we pretty much look at what we do. So we're helping people find energy they've been lacking, which has the power to change and transform their daily lives. I mean, that is life-changing to people. Allow them to have more flexibility so they can be with their families or pursue other passions, and really get to the heart of what people's dreams and desires are. And we want to know those things so we can help you use Arbonne as a vehicle to get there and to be able to pursue that. Network marketing kind of gets a bad rap because people generally don't understand what it is. But basically what network marketing is word of mouth advertising. So instead of ads in magazines, we rely on people's experiences and recommendations. So you see a lot of people on Instagram, on TikTok. Every time you turn around, somebody's influencing jeans and their favorite shampoo and their favorite store or restaurant or whatever it is. And social selling is kind of the thing right now. And so we are right in a perfect space for that industry. And combine that with the wellness revolution. The wellness industry is like a $4 or $5 trillion industry per year, and beauty and clean and non-toxic products are so on trend. These things are not going anywhere. Social selling, network marketing is not going anywhere. It is booming, it is thriving. Wellness is not going anywhere. It's booming, it's thriving. So this market is only going to increase. And so this is a wonderful time to kind of get your feet into that. And basically what this business is it's super simple. We recommend products and we get paid for that. So it's no different than sharing your favorite restaurant, your pair of jeans, your Netflix show. It can fit into whatever your life is now. And you can aim to earn $500 a month, if you want a car payment or your nails done or to do your hair, or you're saving for a vacation. And we go all the way up to, you can replace a full income, and the sky is the limit. So to see kind of what's typical, you can go to earnings.arbonne.com. But we'll go through real quickly the 4 levels that we have. This is not a get rich program. Now, can you make a great amount of money? Absolutely. It takes hard work and you really get out of it what you put into it. But we have an amazing system in place, a community in place, and an income structure in place, and training programs that give you basically all of the tools you need to become successful. So this shows pretty much what people make at 4 different levels. The first level is district manager. I did this personally in my first month. It's a very easy level to attain, and those people are making about $200 to $1,000 a month. And the second level is area manager. That's what I am at right now. And that's about $1,000 to $4,000 a month. And you can do that within the first few months of your business. The third level is the regional vice president, and that's about $4,000 to $12,000 a month. And that's also the point where you would qualify for a bonus towards a white Mercedes, which is amazing because some of my favorite Mercedes presentations are to college students at their sorority house or at their apartment. And, they have their white Mercedes before they even exit college, which is so cool. And that is extra income because you can ditch your car payment at that point. So if you have a car payment, you're getting your white Mercedes, you could ditch your car payment, which increases your bottom line. And then the last level is the 4th level, which is the national vice president. And our friends at that level are making $20,000 and up at that point. So you are your own boss. This business is yours, but the great thing is you're not alone because the community you're surrounded by is one of the absolute best things about this business. So the biggest question people say is like, well, how do I get started? What do I do? It probably costs an arm and a leg to get going with this. It's not. It's $49 to start your business. So you think about what you can give up monthly, 1 set of nails or a couple Starbucks. You can start your full business with a customized website just for that. You don't have to stock anything. You don't have to ship anything. Everything comes straight from your website, similar to like Amazon would. So the only products that you're going to buy are the ones that you want, that you love, that work for you and your family. And then you get to define your goals and what you want out of it. So again, if you want $500 a month, we can help you get there. If you want to replace the full income, we can help you do that too. So whatever your goals are, we're here to help you reach them. So that is kind of the business in a very, very fast nutshell. If you have questions about that, please reach out to whoever brought you here, whoever showed you the link and introduced you to the business. So I'm going to stop screen sharing and we are going to go to Michaela and Chloe and talk about really how this business looks like in a college setting. A lot of people think network marketing, oh, it's a stay-at-home mom that does network marketing and that's all the people that do it. And it's not. 90% of people in Arbonne have second jobs. They're very busy. It's made for a busy lifestyle. And who's busier than college students who are, juggling a million plates in the air. So we are going to talk with them. Let me stop sharing. All right. Okay, so Michaela and Chloe. Michaela, why don't you start by introducing yourself real quickly, just a quick little bio on you, and then also why you started your Arbonne business as a sophomore in college.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, hello, my name is Michaela. I am just finished my sophomore year at Baylor University, and I am studying nursing. I was never planning on starting an Arbonne business, nor are 99% of the people that end up starting their Arbonne business, but a vision was painted for me, and I truly thought that there was nothing to lose, but everything to gain. I was really stressed out about how I would make money during the season of nursing school and how to fit what job would actually hire someone who has to work really weird hours with clinicals and studying for all the things I'll have to study for during nursing school. So after a really short talk with Amy and Shauna, I decided that it was time to switch the narrative from maybe one day I'll be one of those really successful Arbonne people that I follow on Instagram that are just living their best life, and switch the narrative from one day to day one. And I took the best leap of faith that I could have taken back in October, and I've just been going ever since.
Awesome. Chloe, why don't you take a second to introduce yourself and then tell us why you started your Arbonne business?
Yeah, so my name is Chloe. I just finished my freshman year of college. Kind of a crazy year. I was at 2 different schools and moving back to Raleigh in the fall. So 3 big changes in this life, or in this year, but Arbonne has come with me wherever I was, which is like the coolest thing about it. Usually if you're working another job, you have to reapply to a new job and get trained again, but Arbonne working from your phone goes with you wherever you are. I actually started my business back in this summer, last June, so going on a full year, but I found out about it. I really was most interested at first in the products. Going into being a college freshman, I knew that I wanted to invest in one company that I trusted for all of my skincare, nutrition, makeup, everything, instead of just buying a ton of different brands, not really knowing what's going into it, spending a ton of money, things like that. And so when I thought about Arbonne, really looked into it, really loved what I saw when it comes to product promise and all of the things that they have. I heard about the business opportunity through Caden and just learned a lot more about it. I was super excited. And I honestly thought it was too good to be true that I could invest in the products that I already wanted to invest in, but also build my business at the same time. So I was playing college volleyball in the fall, and obviously student athletes don't have a ton of time while juggling school, sports, travel, as well as a social life. And luckily Arbonne was something I was still able to do because I did not have time for anything else. So being able to be on the road traveling and helping a client replace an order, something like that, was just too good to be true, and the biggest blessing, honestly, this year. So I have been going almost a year, but have learned so much. So
yeah, that's awesome. So you're earning money while you're on the volleyball court. You're earning money while you're in class, and you don't have to go clock in and clock out, right? Because who has a lot of time for that? So you could be taking a final or studying or whatever, and you could be making some money. So that's awesome. It's Chloe, what immediate goals and like short-term goals do you have as well as long-term goals do you have for your business? Like, take us through what like 3 to 6 months out looks like for you, as well as maybe 5 to 10 years out. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So when I first learned about all 4 of the different levels of the company, obviously my vision was like, okay, I'm going to be a national vice president. Like I'm going to be in Maui with all the national vice presidents, and just thought that was such a cool opportunity. And honestly, what drove me through that is honestly just like the leadership and like how hard you have to work to get to national vice president. And like being in Maui was the first place like I saw they were all together. I was like, that is so cool to be surrounded by like people that are so similar to you. They're strong leaders, like they're passionate about life and things like that. So that was honestly like what just struck me. I was like, okay, that's a lot of money, but that's not even the most important thing. It's like how many people you're going to serve to get there, as well as like the community and friendships you're going to form through like the leadership. Short term, I would say was primarily, I was going to be a college student on the road. And over the summer, I didn't have a ton lined up. I was kind of nannying here and there and thought, why not take a chance? I, again, was kind of like, there's no risk. But I feel like there were so many girls passionate about me starting and welcomed me in so much. So definitely the short term was just like the money that I could pay for gas or paid for a beach trip with friends on the weekends, or pay for clothes in the fall or at school. So just the typical like college little things that it's nice to have some extra money. But definitely long term, I just have a goal to be a national vice president. So
For sure. Michaela, what about you? What are your short and long-term goals for your business?
Yeah, so I think my immediate short-term goal was to pay off my Orange Theory membership every month, because I was like, I knew how much it cost and I budgeted it out before Arbonne came in, but it didn't leave a lot more wiggle room for me month to month to do fun, spontaneous things with friends. And like another one of like immediate goals that I had was I wanted like a consistent income, because nannying, you're relying on a family to show up and say that they need you day in and day out, and kids get sick, families make plans, and like it was just inconsistent. So I wanted consistency. But then long-term goals for me is I want to get my degree, and so obviously I'm working this while getting my degree, but long term I'd love to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to have a lot of kids, so I want to be present with my kids one day. I want to have that flexibility of going on trips but working my business from anywhere around the world, because I love to travel, and I'm an Enneagram 2, so for me, like being able to give to others just like fills my cup up. And so if I have the opportunity for another stream of income so I can be more generous in my life, like that's a huge goal for me as well.
So what hesitations did you have in starting your business, and how have those played out in your business so far? Because nobody starts a business without hesitations, and some are different, but there are some really common ones that we hear that we all have likely had. So what specifically, Michaela, hesitations did you have about it? And then how are you experiencing those now in terms of are they a challenge, or what have you learned about it?
Yeah. Okay. I think I have 2 hesitations that were like my 2 big holdups when I was first introduced to the business. The first was definitely time. I was a full-time college student. I was nannying. I'm in a sorority, and I always have a full plate. And so I was really hesitant about taking on another thing. But what I've learned is I've actually had more time, and I learned how to work under pressure, if you will, because I set timers for 15 minutes, because I have 15 minutes to sit down and work my business, or an hour, and I have an hour to sit down and work my business. And by setting those timers, I'm a lot more consistent, and I can show up in those short periods of time. And then my second hesitation was that I am not equipped for this, because I'm a nursing major. And I very quickly learned that it's not about sales, but it's about service. And if you have a heart to serve people, then it's something that you're capable of doing.
Awesome. What about you, Chloe? What were your hesitations?
Yeah.
at this point out?
So to be completely honest, I literally had no hesitations to get started. I was like my parents were like, okay, wait, we need to like actually like talk this through and think about it. I was like, no, like there's nothing to talk through. I'm all in. And I think the hesitation, not necessarily hesitations, but like I guess fears or something like came later, kind of like when I had a killer month when I first started, went district manager in like 3 weeks. It was just so much fun, like was literally on FaceTime with Kaden and Cassie every day, all day of the summer. And then July, like the next month, and I felt like I was still going with as much speed as I could, but the like nothing was coming. People weren't as interested. So that was like I think the first time I was like, wow, like I don't know, I had a great month, but I think this might be the end for me. But I kept pushing, and I just knew, I was very encouraged that like that's just how the business is. It ebbs and flows, and you just have to keep pushing. And when you, like you said, Michaela, when you have a service mindset, it's not about like, oh, I didn't get enough sales, or like my income is lower. It's like, you know what, like I served as many people as I could. And those people will come around, like they'll see the consistency, they'll know, oh, Chloe like has some products that help with skincare, whatever it is. So that was definitely probably the only thing that came up that I can think of. So yeah.
So you really realize that the only way to fail in this business is to quit, because if you're consistent, if you're just looking straight ahead and doing the things, and it's not rocket science to do the things, but as long as you're doing those things, you're going to be successful in one way or another. So that was an awesome realization, and for just, being able to keep persevering. So college clearly is a lot of pressure, right? Your athletes, your sorority members, you've got tough majors, you've got life transitions moving back and forth. That's clearly a lot of busyness, and you have a busy lifestyle, and you've kind of both touched on it a little bit, but how specifically do you reach people? And how does that look from a busyness standpoint?
Yeah, so like I had mentioned earlier, I have been in like 3 different places this year, like within just like 11, 12 months. And like I said, that was the blessing of Arbonne, was because I could take that with me. And it was a blessing as well, because like 2 of my best friends from this semester that I like would not have known otherwise, I met through Arbonne, because they had already tried the products, and then they knew that they followed me on Instagram and knew that I was a consultant and wanted to learn more about it. And so I was able to connect with them through that. And we just really connected on that level. And so that was a blessing, because just like community was an instant thing because of the Arbonne business. And so no matter where I was able to form these friendships in the midst of like a busy transitioning season. So yeah, that was definitely the biggest blessing, I would say.
Awesome. What about you, Michaela?
Can you re-ask the question, please?
With how do you connect with people with being so busy? How do you market? How does that look with a demanding schedule?
Yes, I think I'm not doing necessarily anything different than I would have been doing 6 months ago before I started my business. I have it naturally comes up in conversations when I'm talking with friends, and people are genuinely curious of what you're doing. And everyone's looking for something, whether it's they want a healthier lifestyle, or they're longing for a deeper community, or they want time flexibility, they want to travel the world, they need more money. Like everybody's looking for something. And so it's a gift that I get to offer to them. And it's their decision whether they accept it or deny it. So I'm not necessarily doing anything different than I would have been doing 6 months ago. And that's the blessing of this is I'm living the college lifestyle that I want to live, but get to incorporate this into just my everyday life that I'm doing.
Awesome. That's amazing. Anything else? We're going to wrap this up because I want to be cognizant of everyone's time. We've got about 1 more minute. Anything else that we're missing that you guys want to add? All right. I'm going to stop recording.